This is a really quick and easy way to make a mini pom-pom using double knit yarn and a kitchen fork. First of all, you need to cut a piece of yarn about 30 centimetres long and put that to one side. Then you take the end of the yarn, hold it against the fork and start to wind it round the centre of the fork. You need to wind it around about 50 times. Leave a space at the top and a space below the yarn, and they all have to be in the middle in a chunk. Don't try and wind them so that they're evenly spaced up and down the fork. You need a wodge in the centre. This will take just a second or two. We're nearly there. You can get very quick making these pom-poms. They take about a minute, I would think, if you were doing a lot. So there you have it. You've got a chunk of yarn in the middle of the fork. And now what you do is there's a space between the tines at the bottom. You take your yarn, the piece that you put to one side, and thread it through. Then you put it through the tines at the top and tie a knot. Tie it quite tightly and then slip the whole thing off the fork and put the fork to one side. Now you need to tie that quite tightly because that's what will give you the shape of your pom-pom so that it doesn't fall apart, and tie another knot on top of the first one. This is a little bit fiddly, but there we are. You need to tie it quite tightly, and what you have then is a little bundle of yarn, and what you're going to do now is hold it to one side and snip through the loops all the way around. Make sure you don't miss any. This is the bit where if you were using card circles, which I can remember doing as a child, the card quite often gets in the way, but this is very, very quick and very easy. Right, we're nearly there. So we cut all the way around. Oh, there's a few in the middle there that I've missed. You don't want to miss any because they make the pom-pom nice and full. Right, I think that's all of them. Oh, one or two there. And then what you've got is a sort of ragged bundle of yarn, and you're going to start to shape it. What I do is I tend to cut right the way around to start with in a circle, and then start to shape by moving it around and taking off any of the loose bits. You have to be a little bit ruthless with it. Any odd bits that are sticking out have to come off because this is the bit that gives you the shape. So there we are. And then every now and again just fluff it up just to make sure there aren't any extra bits that need to come off. You can see one or two that have just popped out there. And there you have it. Very, very quick, very, very easy. One perfect little pom-pom.
Turn it off.